What's up, guys? Welcome back to Mojo Homestead, where we are doing our next installment of raising turkeys. So I'm so glad that you're here. If you are finding us because you are interested in starting to raise turkeys, welcome. We'd love for you to hit that subscribe button if you have not done that already. Join our YouTube family by doing that. And also, if you find this information helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up to make it easier for others to find this information as well. If you missed our other video on this, I will link it right now, right here. I wanted to talk about just kind of how we have the food and water set up. So just to recap really fast, we are raising turkeys. We're raising a meat bird breed, which basically means it's not a heritage breed, grows out a little bit faster. It is Murray McMurray's bronze breasted. They grow out in about a 21-week period. So we do have our meat chickens, Murray McMurray's big red broiler. That's all of these guys right here. They're a little bit more skittish, but we are raising them together to start off with. And we talked about why in another one of our videos. Let's go ahead and talk about just the food and water setup. So before I get started, I do need to get these guys some food. Speaking of food. So as you can see, these guys absolutely love their food. And they may have ran out yesterday, so they're probably thinking that they're very hungry. The way that we do this is we've got a 5-gallon bucket. So let me start out by pointing out this right here. Not the greatest thing. If they can get up in their food, they can poop in their food, which could cause some problems. So I do need to get a lid on this because they have started, flying up there and eating out of the top. Not so great. So we start out with a 5-gallon bucket, and then we ordered these things right here off of Amazon, which just made it a lot easier. Came with the hole saw attachment and everything, so it was already to the right size, didn't have to worry about matching it up. Basically, they are PVC connections. The inside cups over so it keeps food from just being able to continually fall out of there. And then it has this overhang on the outside so that it will not get wet if you do happen to have it out in the rain. Now, we don't have to worry about that because we've got ours in the chicken tractor, which are covered, and it is not a big deal. It allows them to stick their head through there, eat, and what I also like about it is we've got 6 set up all around the bottom. You can't get any more than 6 on there, but it allows for multiple birds to eat so that they're not all trying to get at the same food. So what we've done is just hang a chain, and I use a carabiner right here. It allows me to raise it as they get older. When raising chickens or turkeys, especially turkeys, because they're gonna have a lot more height variance as they mature, you do wanna have a feeder that can be adjusted. I have found in our experience that it is much better to have a feeder that can be off the ground rather than one on the ground. It just keeps it cleaner, and it also does a better job of keeping critters out that may be getting into there looking for that food. So if you have a system set up to where you can adjust that height as the birds grow, that is your best option. If you missed the other video, the turkeys are 1 week younger than our chickens. And I did notice that at about week 4, which is what we're at now, the turkeys caught up to the size of the chickens. Now, when they started, they were obviously smaller because they were a week behind. But if you are wanting to raise them together, that is something that is very important to know. That is one thing that I am watching out of our curiosity. Let's talk about the water. We use one from Harris Farms. It's a 5-gallon water. These are not affiliates of ours. We are not getting any kind of promotional benefits from this. Just trying to help you guys out. We got ours from a local Ace Hardware. I think some Tractor Supplies will have it, but you got to keep your eye out for it. We had a 3-gallon one, just your stereotypical like chicken water, and it works great. The problem was I was having to refill it every single day. That's just extra work that I don't really want to have to do if I have the option to eliminate it. But with them still being small, this thing will last them about 3 days. Now, it all depends on the temperature and how hot it is. They did go through it in 2 days when we were really getting higher temperatures. So you always want to keep an eye on the water. The other thing I like about this is it's really closed off, so it keeps that water really clean. You just twist it and then pull it up to refill it. So you've got a cover, which is why it stays clean. And then you have the inside. Now, this is all metal, so if you do have it in full sun, it will heat up. So you do want to try to keep it out of the sun. if you can. I'm gonna get this filled up and get it back in there to them. All right, that is all that I have for you guys. Thank you for joining me. If you've got any questions on any of this stuff, feel free to leave it in the comments below. We would be happy to get back to you and help you out. We're wanting to do this because when we started with turkeys, there wasn't a lot that I could find, and I'm a visual type learner. And so we're putting it out there. I hope it helps you if you're considering getting turkeys. These guys so far have been a thrill to have, but I really cannot wait to get them to butchering day so that we can have farm raised Thanksgiving dinner. Thank you guys again. Have a great week and be blessed.